I've got a problem on the screen. I just see living art right now, Levi. There we go. There we go. Good deal. Welcome, everybody. Good evening. This is episode 10. I can believe it, or it's our 10th episode already. And tonight we're going to be discussing morphs and localities.
Heck yeah.
Yes, sir. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, boys. How are you doing tonight?
Feel great.
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
See who's all up in our chat.
Pretty good.
Really, Lee? Really, bro? Really?
Little curb reference there.
Good to see everyone tonight. So yeah, tonight we're talking about morphs, localities.
Yep.
I mean, we're not super deep diving it. We're not gonna get crazy with it. But before we get into the episode, for those that know him, my boy, one of the number one supporters, most kindest characters in this community. Boza lost his wife and another family member. Our heart is with you, Boza. I love you, bro. I hope you're doing okay. I can't imagine, man. But want to send my condolences. Just let you know how much I appreciate you and the support through the years. And, you know, I'm here. I can see the overwhelming amount of support you're getting from the community, and it's so well deserved, man. You've been here for everybody. Shout out to Boza. May you and your family find peace, my brother.
Condolences.
Amen.
Yeah. Sad to hear.
All right. So we were going to do the positivity segment tonight, the new segment that we advertised. We obviously it's going out to Boza, him and his family, and what they're going through now. But with that being said, want to kind of get into a couple other things real quick just before we get into the depths of localities and morphs. Lee, how long have you been at this? Remind me. I've been going through, like, tonight was a fun, like, oh, damn, I forgot I even did that. Today, this morning, I was like, damn, memory came up from Facebook. I was like, I can't believe we interviewed him. I forgot we did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, as far as, like, when it comes to retics or, like, the dwarf and super dwarf stuff, I started keeping probably 2017, 2018, somewhere around there. I think I got my first one. It starts with one and then get another one. I had my first clutch laid in 2019. They hatched in 2020. Pretty much bred every year up until like a year or two ago. I took a little bit of a break. I was in between houses. I moved out of the state. So I had some stuff going on. So I reduced my collection down, and then now I'm back at it again. But I mean, that's as far as like breeding retics from 2019, 2020, right around there. But keeping reptiles in general, I mean, since I was 9-10 years old, I had Savannah monitor, ball pythons, all sorts of stuff, keeping reptiles since I was like, 9-10, something like that.
Okay, awesome. Bill, you go ahead and with the same question. What does your background into this look like going all the way back, right?
So, yeah, I always did a little bit of childhood herping. I was always the guy that was catching the frogs and the turtles on the golf course while my other friends were playing golf and stuff like that. So I've always had a fascination and fondness for all animals, really. But really, when my real obsession started was when my son got into it. It's been about 8 years now, and he started really liking snakes at the time. So he got a couple snakes, and I decided to get another snake. I had ball pythons in college, but nothing like the collection we ended up amassing. And that's how we started C&B Reptile. And that was in 2021 when we started that company. I had been into retics for a couple, 2-3 years before that, maybe something around that. So I guess I'm about 7 years into retics now. And the reason I had one clutch, I've only had one clutch, and that was with Lee. We had a het amelanistic clutch together. So I learned a lot there. But like Lee said, after he left, I was basically in the middle of uh, redoing my collection. I've redone my Retic collection 3 times since I got into them. The first time I got into Retics, I basically just got them for their morphs. Regardless of anything else, I liked the way they looked. I didn't care male, female. I was buying them mostly from Reach Out Reptiles, actually in the beginning exclusively from them. And then I realized I wanted to breed. So I revamped my collection, redid it again with a lot of the common genetics that we have out there now. And then when we decided when Lee and I decided to start getting into this, and we brought you in, Levi, and we partnered up, I had decided a little while before that I was going to go for genetics, not just breeding, but the genetics that I wanted to see in Super Dwarf. So at that time, I redid my collection for a third time. And now hopefully I'm set up because between the three of us, we have mostly every gene you could ever want. Most of them anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's kind of my background into retics. That's how I got into them. I was obsessed when I found Garrett Hartle and the Reach Out Reptile stuff. I just was blown away by the animal, and it's been full steam ahead since then.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
So
how about you, Levi? How about you? When did you? What happened? What happened with you, Levi? What did you do with reptiles?
So, similar story to you, Lee. Similar story to everybody, right? Grew up on Steve Irwin, was out herping at a young age. I was really thinking about it the other night, and I remember I rescued a murder snake that somebody had like run over with their scooter or something, like cut. And I tried to rehabilitate it. It died. I cried. I buried it in the yard. Just the little kid things that you do growing up and just always around animals. Grew up, came here, got to know Arizona, went out, did hood rat shit with my friends as every teenager did. Kind of lost sight of it. I had ball pythons as a kid. My dad got me ball pythons. They both ended up passing away after a couple of years. I don't think I was ready, and my dad was just, didn't know any better. Going back to that gift episode, gifts aren't necessary. Reptiles aren't gifts. Do your research. Victim, right? Had those, and then again, still kept herping or whatever. Moved to Arizona, did hood rat shit with my friends. Got into the shit I was into. My passes. It is what it is, right? Clean that shit up. And then my son, same thing, Bill, came to me, was like, hey, I want to get into snakes. And I was like, dude, fucking say less. Growing up on them. And then we got a ball python. And then that turned into like the small run that I did with ball pythons. And not small run.
He didn't like what you said.
He was like, ball pythons. Wow.
This is a Retic podcast. What are you doing?
Retic podcast. What are you guys doing? But did the ball python run, which, I talk shit. I have fun with the ball python community. But at the end of the day, seeing we're starting a new podcast and people don't know what we're all about completely, right? For those that know me, that's cool. But I really owe a lot of it to the ball python community, right? But we'll get into that on another episode. From ball pythons turned into boas turned into colubrids. In between all of those, I had retics as pets. I was more of a keeper. And then we decided to do this, and now I'm breeding, which, just for the record, I would just want to put this out there publicly. I got talked into being a breeder. I didn't want to be a breeder. I do want to make cool stuff. But in my heart of hearts, just so everyone knows, like, I'm a keeper at heart, man. I don't know. Did we talk about that on the last pod? The battle that you go through having your breeders breed and like wanting to get them out, and like the internal struggle, this internal war that happens.
I don't know if that was live or if that was one of our like side conversations, but I remember us we've talked about that. I mean, I remember that line coming out my mouth like, hey, you got to decide, are you a breeder or are you a keeper?
Yeah, which, I mean, it's an internal struggle for me every fucking day, dude. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
But that's my backstory, and that's how we're here.
Yeah, I mean, real quick, since you brought him into it, obviously Steve Irwin was a legend, was a great, but I grew up also not only on Steve Irwin, but Jeff Corwin. He was a beast, and he still is. That guy's still kicking it. And then obviously everything that got me into like wanting to breed and everything, I got into like ball python breeding and stuff when I was 18, and it was Brian Barczyk that did it for me. The late Brian Barczyk was the guy that really he sparked my breeding, my love for the community, my love for the reptiles, wanting to be kind to everyone, spread love, spread happiness, like just that was the guy for me that kind of set that off. And then obviously years later, I stumbled upon Garrett and the Super Dwarfs, but really the mentor, like that shining beacon that I'm trying to reach, it's the Brian Barczyk level that just super positive all the time and just loving his animals. I mean, that was the guy for me.
We also get a moment of silence. Brian Barczyk, today is that day. Talk about a legend.
Yeah, that was
none of this shit exists without him.
Yeah.
That was sad. That was terrible to see him go through that.
Sad, terrible, beautiful. It was a lot of emotions I went through that whole thing. But honestly, without him, without like the Steve Irwins, Jeff Corwins, I wouldn't be doing this today. I wouldn't be as obsessed with animals like I am. So
he was all about kindness.
Yeah.
All right. So just wanted to set that record straight, get some things done, do some damage control, obviously. If you know type shit.
Yeah.
Let's get into this, boys. Let's talk about the Morphs and localities. I mean, again, obviously we're not going to super deep dive it and get into like the controversy, if you will, or ruffle any feathers. We're talking about what we got, what there's out there, what's possible. Do we have the list that includes the ones that aren't in the US, or are we doing the ones only in the US?
No, you know what? You took the question out of my mouth, because I was going to say, do we want to talk about, because I know of like another like couple. I'm sure there's more than that, or at least I've heard of other names that I'm not 100% positive, but there are a few other morphs that are still in Indonesia that we don't have here. I don't know if we want to touch on them, but
yeah, we'll touch on them at some point throughout the pod. I mean, I guess we could open up with that because it's not really something we can get our hands on now. It'll probably be in the future. You know what I mean?
Somehow they find their way over here. Bad storm blew them over or something, I guess.
That's epic. I mean, Jigsaw is one of them, right? We don't have that yet.
Jigsaw, I believe we don't have. It's up in the air. Whether clown, I think people say there's clowns. People say there's a clown clutch that was born somewhere or hatched somewhere. No one, even like some of the people that I like kind of see looking for it, haven't seen it yet or seen pictures of them yet for proof. But there's someone saying that they're out there. But so that might be here, might not be here.
That's cool.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn's another one, right?
Yeah, I don't think we have it here.
I like that one.
That one's pretty. I think that's like the non-wobble Jaguar-ish looking one, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought that was Jigsaw. No,
I might be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I blew the chat up that one time with Harley Quinn, and then I stopped because I was like, "Fuck, dude, I'm getting obsessed with this, and we can't get our hands on it. So what's the point?"
Well, I think one of them you sent in was a Harley Quinn Jigsaw. So.
Oh yeah. That was the first one I saw. I was like, "Look, we can't get this, but this shit's sick."
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I think there's a couple other ones. There might be some sort of like similar to Exantic, but for Retics that's out there. Maybe, maybe not. So that's pretty cool.
Hey, somebody finds a like hypo, like what am I looking for? Fantasy, just speaking here. If we ever find like a red hypo bull snake colored retic, dude, I'd be all the fuck over that.
Yeah.
That is like the one thing I will say. There's not like a definitive red. You know what I mean? Like I know there's like red hues and shades or whatever, or like a red phase is out there. But like, I want fucking red. Like full snake hype, still water hypo red.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That would be sick. That would be sick.
That at fucking like 15 feet, bro. Like just fucking mainland. Like I would never breathe. I couldn't breathe. Like that would just be like, hey, look at my fire hydrant snake.
Yeah, dude. No, that's pretty sure those are. I mean, there's some other ones. I'm not too familiar with it. I try not to get into the stuff that we don't have because then I just like get upset because we can't have it. So what's the point of looking into it?
That's what I did with the Harley Quinn, man. I was just like, dude, this is.
How do I get over there and put one in my pocket? But no. But yeah, no. I mean, as far as like U.S. stuff, we as our collective have a ton of these jeans, so that's pretty cool.
Let's run through them, Bill. What do we got?
All right, let me pull this up here. This is what we have. Well, first of all, I'll start it off. What's your favorite morph? And you guys know mine is Marvel. The one single morph, not morph combo. If you had to pick a singular morph, I'd have to pick Marvel.
Why you gotta make it goddamn complicated like that, man? Why you gotta make it hot today, bro? Lee, you go before I do. Now I gotta rethink my answer. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to do the very political tact here and say, originally my favorite was Annery. I loved Annery and everything. But now, Ocelot is my favorite.
Second favorite for me.
So, it's really like 1A, 1B, Annery and Ocelot. I mean, that's my top two.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go with Pied because that was a key ingredient to my goal.
Yeah, the Pied Pirate. Yeah, I figured.
I mean, I like him, man. I know there's like not a controversy, but like a debate of Pied, right? Because like ball pythons, boas.
Oh yeah. Like which one's better looking? I literally saw this debate like yesterday.
Yeah, I saw it recently too, and I'm like, dude, I get it though. Like, I understand where the ball python crowd is. Like, I think the lightning pied still takes everything overall, except for that. It's not the pied, not white-sided pied style boa. It's that like pied boa. Like, I think it's a Sonoran boa that was out. It floated the internet. Nobody knows 1,000% who has it. But like it's sick, bro. Like it's fucking sick. Burmese too, though, dude. Like you can't shit on a good Burmese pied, bro. Like my boy Dre's pied Burm, dude. That thing is fucking sick.
I will say when I first saw pied Burms, I thought they looked like shit. I thought that was the worst pied ever. I was like, God, that sucks. But they've been working with it and they've gotten some of those higher white pied Burms look sick. I just saw one the other day that passed through my feed and I was like, yeah, that's a good looking pied. That they look much better with the higher white. Those medium to low white pieds, I did not dig. But I will say the thing I like about the Retic pieds is you can get those white heads.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
I like the yellow heads too. What is it? Tiger throws, right?
I think, I don't know, dude. I think they all kind of can do some weird shit with that head. It just depends on the snake, I think. And then obviously those genetics will amplify it a little bit. But yeah, dude, the white-headed pieds are fucking sick. I think there's like pinto pieds and ball pythons that will get like white faces or white heads. Those are like the only ball python pieds I really like, to be fair.
That's fair. I mean, you don't like lightning?
I mean, it's okay. Like the babies are cool, but just like any other ball python, by the time they're adults, they just kind of look like shit.
That's fair. Okay. Careful. We tried in the other controversial side of the crowd. All right.
I love pied.
Zach Sumter's ears are ringing right now because somebody's talking shit about pied fucking ball pythons.
Hey. I don't care. I don't care if people say, Retic suck or Annery sucks or Ocelot sucks. Hey, to each their own. I like how they're all seem so
much like a fingerprint. They're all the pied
Yeah.
pattern makes them all so unique. When you get a pied, you just feel like you got something really unique, you know, and that's what's exciting about pied to me.
Yeah. No, that is the cool thing, is they're all different for sure. Unless they're twins.
All right, you want me to run this list down?
Let's do it.
What all do we got in this collection? Remind me.
All right, so between the three of us at Triple Threat, we have possibly lavender. We just got a girl in that may have lavender. We're not 100 on that yet, but the genes we absolutely have. We have purple albino, amelanistic, Anri, anthrax, genetic stripe, Indo caramel, mocha, orange ghost stripe. We have het pieds, titanium, and then the incomplete dominants we have Bacan, golden child, marble, motley, phantom, platinum, sunfire, tiger. And then for our allelic combos, we have mochino, orange glow, and amber. That's what we have.
Bruh, you forgot. We got visual pods on deck too.
Oh God, sorry, bro. I forgot.
Yeah,
It's
I had
all
to
good.
change that. Well, to be fair, we also have genetic stripe as well.
Didn't
You
I say
said
that?
genetics, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if you said it or not, but I just want to make sure it was clear. But and also we bred a melanistic. I don't know. I don't have an AML. Do you guys have an AML?
No.
No. So we don't have an AML. We used to, but we don't.
Correct.
Now, where is Jeremiah? Do you still have him?
Remember, I sold them. I don't even know what became of them, to be honest. I sold them, and I haven't talked to that guy maybe once since I sold them.
We should reach out to him and see if he still has him or knows where he's at. That
Yeah, I
fucking
could
snake's
do that.
iconic, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
that snake's legit.
I got a lot of shit for getting rid of that snake. That world's first.
I was on that list of people giving you shit.
I know you were.
That thing was nuts, man. That was like the shot pet for CMB, bro. But I gotta give it to Vern, bro. Come on,
Vern's
the
icon.
Vern is
I mean,
the shit.
don't get me wrong, Marshall in there too, but Vern, reptile wise, Vern takes.
Selfishly, Jeremiah was such an easy like tool, like at the breeder showcase or whatever. If people were like, how big are these gonna get? I'm like, as big as that guy over there. Like, it was just so there's the visual, that guy right there, the one you were just holding. That's it. Yeah. So that selfishly, that's why I was upset that he got rid of him.
I like having some full-grown ones down at the shop. I've had Celeste and Copper down there for a while. I had Sylvia for a while. Then when people come in shopping for retics, it's if they're not familiar, you can go, okay, here's a 6-footer, here's a 7-footer, here's a 9-footer. Your snake's going to get somewhere in this neighborhood, probably, and this is what it's going to look like. Because when people see a 6-foot retic coiled up, they're like, I can handle that. Like, well, they don't all stay 6 foot, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Here's a 9-footer. Well, that's not that big. Yeah, they're slender. You know, the super dwarfs.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. So what localities do we have in the collection?
Okay, so localities are a little bit more limited, which we want to amp that up a little bit. We have some. Them all. Now are we going to say what we have? The pure snakes we have we have pure Calatoas, we have a pure Karampa, and then we have Calatoas, Karampas, we have Kayawati.
Yeah.
And percentage-wise, we obviously have some Jampea, we have some Solaire. But some of those other ones, like we don't have Ternate, we don't have Sula, we don't have Madu, which I'm on the list for. That's the next snake I really, really want. We don't have Halamaharas or Bali.
Okay. So we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're trying to collect them, but we have several Calatoas, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, we need, Tom Belongin would be sick. Slayer would be pretty sweet. I love a Slayer.
Like a
I mean,
pure
I'll take a
Slayer?
Tom Belongin too. That'd be cool. They're just handing them out. A pure Jampeo would be cool to have as well.
I agree. That would be pretty cool. I think having at least one peer of each locality would be cool, just to be able to, at minimum, demonstrate them, right?
Yeah. Or, insert heavily those genes if we wanted to, get a good example of each one, and then be like, yeah, we'll breed this in to get this influence into these kind of thing, which is pretty cool with those localities. They have some unique features that you can play off of and enhance genetics and morphs and stuff with the localities ever so slightly. I don't think they're ever too dramatic. I mean, I will say like ternates, I would imagine Karumpas and stuff probably like work really good with like marbles and shit like that. I've seen ternates work really good with marbles. So
Okay.
I would imagine, some of these localities will look great. That would
be cool. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't lie. I'm a little nervous to see what like high percentage like super dwarf locality looks like in Ocelot.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I hope it doesn't like ruin it. I don't think it will. I think it's just going to shove that pattern into a really tiny frame. It's going to make it pretty wild.
I was looking on Lucas's Instagram the other day, and it looked like he may possibly be getting some pure Solayers, which I'd like to have one of those. Man, we should get a pair of those.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, a pair of each locality would be sweet.
Absolutely.
There's
Madu's my number one. I want Madu bad.
So what are your guys' favorite localities? You pick two.
Ooh. Karumpa Tom Belongin.
Okay.
Karumpa Madu.
That's a pretty fucking good combo.
Okay.
That would be a wild combo, actually.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I said on that Instagram live. I mean, I'm a fan of the localities. I'm not shitting on nobody. I ain't starting no shit. But I'm not a locality person.
Controversial.
I'm not a huge fan of the localities. Like, there's nothing wrong with them. I don't know. I'm more of a morph person. Always have been. Like, even in Colubrids, there are only maybe a handful of fucking localities I would ever seek after. So, but I had to pick a favorite. I would say Slayer, and then, believe it or not, Turnate. I really do like Turnates. They do look fucking cool. Their pattern definitely sticks out to me, but I think that's more of like a why does it speak to me? I was thinking about this the other day too. I was like, damn, there's something about them that speak to me, and it's Colubrid related. I would say like Drymachen reminds me of those.
Okay.
With the coloring, the blacks, the way that they lay out, and some of the morphs that are out there. Or not Drymachens. I'm a fucking idiot. Sorry, King Rats.
That makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. What the fuck am I even saying right now? It's because I sent you that. I sent you that fucking.
I got your back, dude.
I sent you that fucking Xanthic Drymachen, and I was thinking about that, and I was like, it reminds me a lot of King Rats, which would still, do it for me, because King Rats are one of my favorite snakes.
I mean, then you should like the Retics. We only have a handful of localities. You only want to keep a handful of the Colubrids. We only got a handful. But yeah, no, I think Karumpa, obviously the rarity. I had one. I had to get rid of it when I was downsizing, and we'll hopefully re-up all of that stuff. But yeah, Karumpa, because of the rarity level of it and the story behind it, it's got its own story to me. So that's why I'm all about the Karumpa. And then Tom Belongin is another one, just because it's very, it's a mini Slayer. So it speaks to me because I like the super dwarfs and the small stakes. That's my thing, is like to make stuff a lot smaller.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I used to be like you, Levi. I used to just like morphs, especially in the beginning. I didn't see what the appeal was to the pure localities until you start getting into the breeding side and you realize those are the ingredients you got to have. Now I love pure localities. If Lee told me I'll take all the morphs, you take all the pures, I'd do it. I love pure localities now. And old
Nah,
school too. Old school too.
hey,
That's fair.
that'll never happen. I'm a pure guy. And that's probably why I like Anery so much, because it is one of those naturally occurring morphs in the super dwarf islands. So it's like you can get a pure and have it be an Anery at the same time. So that's probably why I like some of those islands and stuff. It's pretty cool.
And that's fair. Okay, I get it. And then I was thinking, actually today when I was working in the reptile room, I was thinking about it. I was like, dude, I've been missing a correlation between colubrids and retics this whole damn time with the localities and the morphs. The fucking Christmas mountain gopher, bro, and the natural occurring albino. Like it's unmatched, bro. Undisputed. The best albino out there. Without any other things in it, just a natural occurring inside of the locality morph. So I get it. And that's badass. But again, I don't know. I'm more always been a morph person. Like I get the localities. Don't get me wrong. Coming from colubrids, there are some fucking snobs out there, and when you talk to them, they explain it, and I get it. Like scissor cross and king snakes are fucking badass. I get the appreciation for them, but I'd rather have a morph. You know what I mean? It's just how I am.
I'm torn. So what I decided is I got to do both. You know, I have my little locality projects that I'm going to work in and have. And then I have my pure girls that are all old school or unknown localities. And those are for me to make my morphs smaller. So without feeling bad about it. So that's kind of, that's my thing.
Guilt-free.
Guilt-free.
Guilt-free, as Lee puts it.
See, and that's cool. And that's I guess that is the appeal to like the localities, like whether you like them or not, is that the fact they do shrink fucking mainlands at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I like did I say I like Slayer too? I said Slayer and Turnate, right?
Yeah, you said Slayer and Turnate.
Yeah. I like those. So dude, something about Slayer, like I don't know, Lee, you were explaining to me how it worked, and I was like, okay, the way it plays with the morphs and brings things out and does things. I'm like, that's pretty cool. That again, it reminds me a lot of the Christmas Mountain.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Is like, you know, the more you kind of learn about these like localities, you kind of learn like that they have their own little like quirks and things that they do, and you're like, oh, I could probably play with that in some of these morphs or whatever, or really express it heavily if I got a pair and just kind of kept back those specific genes and really kind of express them further. But yeah, I mean, Solaire, Tom Belongin, because they're pretty similar, just Tom Belongins are smaller, at least mostly, or from what everyone says. They're usually a little bit brighter, more colorful type snake. They bring a lot more of those greens and stuff out. Like when you have an Anery one, they're going to be a little bit more brighter and stuff like that. So that's the cool things with some of those localities. And then like with Karampa, you can get really, kind of like with Turnate too, you get really wild back pattern and breaking up and fucking scatteredness and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
You know, and then this comment here from Hell Creek.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I said, where was I talking about this? Was that the Instagram live? Where,
you must have been talking so loud he could hear you up in Idaho or wherever he's.
I was just talking about this not too long ago. Like, if we could figure out a way to just set all of our differences aside for fucking 10 minutes, man, doesn't matter who did what, when, where, why. Like, just set everything aside and just unite as the Retic community, approach USARC, and see if it's even freaking possible to get it done. It might be worth barking up the tree. I don't know. I haven't done the research. I'd be willing to talk to whoever in USARC, but
yeah.
What? That's a conversation for another episode. I'm not going down that path.
Who was that? Hell Creek that brought that up? Yeah, no, Hell Creek. Levi is fucking the drummer for that fucking import ban. Get it over. Import ban. Get it over. Puerto Rico is kind of America territory. Can't we just go take them from there?
Dude, I mean, I'm still on that kick, but hear me out. Okay, so this is where, like, I was telling you guys, like, I could bring something different to the table, per se, being so involved with colubrids. The reason I fell a lot in love with the North American species of colubrids is because I can basically go in my backyard and find them, right?
Yeah.
So the way that it was actually colubrid and colubroid radio that really set me down this path of talking about herping. You can go out in your backyard and find a snake either similar or the same exact snake, depending on where you're at, right? And you can go out and study the dirt. You can study the water, the trees, the wildlife. You can mimic that in your cages, so on and so forth. You can't necessarily do that as easily with reticulated pythons, but it would be cool if we can import them again and make it a point to go to fucking Indo. I mean, regardless, we can make it a point to go to Indo and learn about them and go to the islands and like get as much as possible. But it would just be one more cherry on top, right? That's why I'm so fucking obsessed with like trying to get new ones in. Plus, I'd love to see the hobby keep going and never face a bloodline issue. Even if it's not us, if it's the next 5 keepers after us, like they never have to deal with that because we decided to take that fight on. We decided to get it, rip the Band-Aid off. Let's get it done. Let's figure out what needs to be done, be the ones to do it. Done. We never have to worry about it again. And then the other islands, like we were talking about, that would be fucking cool if we found 100 different new localities to bring in.
It would be really fucking cool to talk to someone that's actually been there that we might know. Maybe have them on sometime and talk to them about their trip to Indo. What was it like? And then maybe plan a trip and go ourselves. That would be sick to go see them.
Adam Wickens.
That would be sick.
Adam went and had that video with Dave Kaufman when they were in the back caves. I forget what country they were in, but seeing those retics eat those bats and laying all over each other and stuff was wild. It was one of the coolest retic videos I ever saw. All those bats pissing on them.
Dude, I think it would be so much fun. And then seeing like the water monitors that are on the islands too, that are like, doing the battle with them. It'd be pretty sick.
It would be sick, man. I would love to go out there and take an adventure around the islands, and not just that, but like then that video that we did about like being in Indo, like actually getting to see how the natives interact with them, what the lifestyle is, actually get to talk to people like that have found one in the wild. And I wonder if it's like I forgot who we were interviewing, man, but they were like, dude, your guys' corn snakes are so fucking cool. I actually, Bill, with your idea about a European breeder, I think we were interviewing somebody that was from Europe or freshly from Europe. I can't remember exactly. It's been years, but they were like obsessed with our corn snakes. I'm like, dude, that's crazy. And I'm wondering if like we go to Indo, if they're going to look at us like, dude, that's crazy. Why are you so obsessed with this snake? But that's because it's in our backyard, right? Like it's an everyday thing for us. But for us to Indo, it's like we don't get it, I can't go in my backyard and find a fucking retic.
That's 100%. That's 100% the facts.
Can't just fly somewhere in the U.S. minus Florida. Obviously, you can go find them, but if you find them, you got to euthanize them. I think is the rule.
Yeah,
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, we can go to Puerto Rico, but that's again. I don't. Is it a part of the U.S.?
It's a U.S.
It's a territory. Okay. So does that count as a state? So
no, does that
count as like so that's still importation technically?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Yeah, I want to go to Puerto Rico and do a herping trip. I know Adam Wickens has a herping trip, I believe, to Costa Rica. And my parents go to Africa every year, and they like to go see the gorillas and be with the gorillas in the wild and see the lions and all that. But they invited me to go this year. If I can swing it, I may end up trying to take them up on that. But what I want to do when I go there, which is right by south of where we start the expedition, is get there a little early and do a private tour or a trip to go see the white-throated monitors, which are my favorite reptiles in the world, even more than retics in the wild.
Yeah, dude, that would be so fucking cool. I told you I was watching NFK herping, dude. Look him up on YouTube, and he's posting the video. I don't think he's there now, but he's posting his Africa trip. and he finds them, dude. Like, you got to watch these videos of him in Africa. It is so fucking cool, man. Like, if you get the chance to do it, do it. Like, don't even hesitate. We'll figure out the shop. Get out there and go do it.
I'm gonna
That's
have
fucking
to.
cool.
I think
There's so many species in Africa too that you're gonna have fun finding. Damn it, I can't remember the name of it, but there's a rear fang venomous he found out there that it's a colubrid I want to look into. It's so fucking cool, man.
Love that. I don't know. Going to Africa is a little bit of a trip.
so is Indonesia.
I was gonna say, what we're sitting here just Indo Africa. That's
it feels different though in Africa. It still feels different.
I mean, we just jump in the ocean and swim, right? Like, you know,
the flight is what sucks. I went to Hong Kong once. It was like a 13-hour trip, and it wasn't the funnest. Let me tell you, being in the air that long.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I've only been on an airplane once, and it wasn't that long. It was cool, but I don't know if I can handle it. What?
What did you just say?
I've only been on an airplane once, bro. Like, that's it.
What?
Yeah, I never really had much of an opportunity to travel.
Are you a child? Can I see an ID, sir? Are you fucking old enough to be here?
Bro, what you mean, dog? There's plenty of people that haven't flown that much.
Have you only flown once?
That I've never needed to fly anywhere.
That's wild.
I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, either I've had to drive, or the one time we flew was to go to Vegas, and that was it. And we had to.
Oh my God, your one flight was to Vegas?
At least you had an easy one.
God. What the fuck? Your one flight was a 45-minute flight?
Bro, chat, somebody else fucking relate to me here. Like, tell me I'm not alone in this. Like, I've only flown once.
Yeah, please, someone tell me you've only flown one time.
Or
and tell me it's just fucking like Vegas or like San Diego or something. Oh my God. Yeah, no, we flew to London, and that was a 14-hour, 16-hour flight. That was wild.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. I can't believe that's like an oddity. I thought I was like, this is a common thing for people not to fly.
Dude, I flew more than that by myself as a fucking 14-year-old or a 12-year-old or whatever it was when you're like a fucking adolescent solo flyer or whatever.
That's crazy, bro. Apparently I'm on my own little fucking island here. That's insane.
Well, I think I'm more baffled because I learned something about you last time about your past of like going around and doing like the touring and stuff. So I just figured you fucking flew everywhere or had to do like you flew a lot.
No, so
That's
I wasn't
so
on tour. I was never on tour with anybody. It was when they came here that I worked with them. And then it was like multiple bands that I had been a part of.
That's what I get for assuming. Makes an ass out of you and me.
Yeah, no, that would have been cool. Actually, you know what, man? Real quick, life story, right? We're just make this quick. Obviously, it's not reptile related. I actually wouldn't be here if I took this opportunity. I was offered an opportunity to go on tour and do personal security for Slipknot, and I turned it down. And I don't regret it. Used to when I was growing up, but I don't regret it now because my life would not have turned out the way that it did.
Okay, fair.
But
fair.
I met Corey Taylor. I met the band. I knew their head of security at the time, which I don't know if he still does that shit or not. Probably not. He was getting, he's probably, yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Hey.
Met one of the coolest people in my life that way too. Big T, bro. Dude was 6'5", 350 pounds of fucking muscle and picked me up like I fucking weighed nothing. It's never happened to me in my life. Actually, another fun story, real quick. I was doing backstage security one time when I was getting my start, and I had just met Joey and I had just met T, and this big old dude was trying to get through me, and T pushes me into this dude, moves me, and then picks this dude up and just like removes him, just completely removes this dude from the whole ass situation, bro. It was again, never been manhandled like that before, and I had never seen another man be manhandled like that. That boy didn't play.
Yeah, I saw that. I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you to pull that one up.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm not alone here.
No, but I just, again, when I was assuming you were going on tours and stuff, I'm just like, how the fuck is that not possible? How did you only fly once? But it makes sense. You were waiting for them to come to you.
Oh yeah. I was here in Phoenix. I did all my stuff and working with different areas, different people, doing different things. It was a lot of fun. I used to be a
She
part
works
of
security?
Yeah. Actually, that's where I met my wife. Was working security.
She looks like she couldn't keep out a cold.
Oh, dude, that was a whole ass situation, bro. She used to stress me and saying the fuck out.
Oh, that's funny. That is so funny.
Man, one of these times we'll have to do like a personal roundtable of like some of the crazy ass shit we've been through. Like it's a whole ass fucking story. I could fill the rest of this podcast and not even get through a 12th of what the hell we've been through.
All right. This is completely left field and off topic, and I'm just gonna do it. Kaiwati, is it a super dwarf or dwarf?
I'm not even gonna put my fucking opinion in the hat because I don't know. I was just watching somebody else's podcast on that today while I was at work.
It's a large super dwarf or a small dwarf.
Let's ride the fence a little bit more there, Bill.
Right? I was just like, hold on. I don't know about the.
It's a snake.
It's a snake. It's a reticulated python, Lee.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, from what I've seen and like looking at like mithril and stuff, I mean, it looks super dwarf to me.
I agree. Mithril's small.
So I'm sure you have your exceptions to every rule where, you can get one that's up in the 12-foot range, I'm sure, give or take a few inches. But, I will say there's one thing I have like noticed about people. A lot of people, not just in retics, like reptile people in general, are not very good at measuring things. I can't tell you how many times I've had people like, this is 6 foot. I'm like, that fucking thing is 10 foot. What are we talking about?
That's fair. Perception, like, what is that? Force perception. We deal with it with rattlesnakes all the time where someone's like, oh, this Western Diamondback was 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. And it's like, dude, I've seen definitive proof with the tape measure of a 6 foot Western Diamondback one time. And it was absolutely unfucking heard of.
Are you I got a question. Have you been in Arizona your whole life, Levi? I think you told me at one time you were. I know Lee was, but were you here the whole time? Most of.
Okay. I grew up in Colorado for the earlier years of my life, and then about 11, 12, I moved out here.
Okay. Yeah, I put 40 years into Indiana, Chicago area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I moved out here.
Yeah, that's why you're such a diehard Bears fan. Hawks fan too.
Yes.
But he did the right thing. Games. He did the right thing and became a Suns fan when he came here.
I did adopt the Suns. I love the Suns. As soon as my Bears are done, all I'm going to be on is the Suns. I'll be at the games. I'll be getting into them. But right now I can't. Not with my Bears being this deep.
That's fair. If I was going to cheer on a team at this fucking point, it would probably be the Bears.
You got to root for the
I've never really had an NFL team throughout my life. Like, my dad's a Cowboys fan, my son's a Cowboys fan, but I can't get behind the Cowboys, man. I can't do
it. Cowboys. I can't even say it. Cowboys. Sorry. Can't do it.
Man, I guess the Broncos would be another one I could get behind, but then it's like this year especially, I'm a fucking bandwagon fan if I cheer them on. My God.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, I'm a Cardinals fan. We fucking suck dick at everything. But
get out.
Yeah, It's funny you say that, because I was going to say if there was any team in the playoffs, I would like to see Josh Allen and the Bills finally do it. But
you want to see them beat my Bears? Come on, the Bears are going to make it.
I'm a sucker for a story, man. I am a sucker for a story.
I get that.
Fuck no. The only time I've ever cheered on a fucking Buffalo team is when they're facing Vegas. Outside of that, no, absolutely not.
I mean, this is probably going to sound pretty unmanly. I don't even know who's in the playoffs still. My team sucked so bad this year, I stopped watching football in October.
Tell me you're a Cardinals fan without telling me you're a Cardinals fan.
Okay, I stopped watching football in October. What team do I support?
The fucking Cardinals.
Okay. You got it. You nailed it.
Oh, fuck, dude. I try, bro. I've tried so many times.
I honestly have no fucking clue.
I'm a diehard Coyotes fan, so...
Yeah, I honestly didn't even know if the Bills made it. I had no idea if the Bills made it or not. So
they're there.
I do know the Patriots made it.
Houston is good. Their defense, they have the best tackling I've ever seen.
Who?
Maybe the 85 Bears are better.
The
Houston Texans, they're in it.
You're right. Never mind. Houston. That's my Texas team is Houston. So never mind. Fuck y'all.
I can tell you Levi's been a Bears fan every Sunday this year, and I love seeing that.
I know.
Dude,
I can see
it. Man.
I can't shit on him. I can't shit on him or anything.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. I even cheered on the Hawks the other day, which was fucking unheard of. And it's only because you like them.
See, that's the thing. I've never been a hockey guy. Never got into it.
My son played his whole life. He played from the time he could walk on Fisher Price skates with a stick until, God, he was 18 and he was the captain of Pinnacle High School here in Arizona. And then when he stepped off the ice when he was 18, he never went back. He never even went back to skate. He stepped off that ice and he never went back. No beer leagues, no nothing. I don't know why, but he got a girlfriend right away. That sometimes does it.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's not how I was with wrestling. I went and had to go win the Grand Canyon State Games right after my senior year.
Cool.
So.
Hell yeah.
But
yeah, that's cool though.
Yeah. But I went back and coached. I did all that shit. I love my sport. I love that sport so much.
You used to fight mixed martial arts too, right?
Mm-hmm. I fought Muay Thai tournaments, trained mixed martial arts my whole life. I don't know, most people I don't know this, but my brother fought professionally for the UFC and the WEC. He was a former WEC lightweight champion, which was owned by Zuffa, who owns the UFC, and he fought in the UFC as well. So
that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
That is
so
cool.
My whole life I was trained that way.
Yeah, it's a hockey state, but your team still sucks, bro. Sorry.
Hey, so real quick, I think someone said something about a team being to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row. Oh, but she did qualify it. They never won. Okay. I didn't know if I got to see the end of that comment or not.
That was petty. No, not enough about sports. I mean, yeah, technically it is a reticulated Python fucking podcast, but technically it tethers in because football is on Bill's shop every Sunday. So you know what?
Hey,
it works.
It's on when he's selling retics, man. Whatever.
Hey, Sundays at CMB are the best. What do we usually have? 10 people there hanging out. I love Sundays at CMB.
Dude, it's a lot of fucking fun too, especially like when the games are going and like how many customers did we have walk in on that Cardinals game they fucking blew, man.
That was crazy.
It was just, dude, you couldn't make this shit up, man. Like you had it's just the fucking Cardinals, man. And then any Bears game that's on, like they fucking customers get involved and like it's contagious.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I love it. That's the only team I've never strayed from. I started watching the Bears on my dad's lap down in Southern Illinois as a baby, and I've just always been a Bears fan. I've never strayed, not 1 year, never.
Yeah, I miss being able to pop over to the shop whenever.
It's a lot of fun. We have a good time.
Dude, yeah, Sunday everybody's in. Fucking I'm in, Lola's in, fucking Ara.
Dude, I used to stop by
Amber.
like on my lunch break almost every day during the week and shit. I would just stop by C&B, just come hang out with them.
That was great.
When you
Speaking of my
introduced
dad.
Vern and Veronica, I stopped by there and just like hung out in between jobs.
I think you were the one that let Veronica out of the bag because I watched that video the other day. You were. She scurried.
Yeah. That was some fun. Miss those times. But when I do come into town, I always like stay that one extra day so I can hang out at the shop all day.
It's a good place
That's
to hang
awesome.
out, man.
Yeah, it's fun.
Like I
We do
wasn't
have
kidding
fun.
about like we built a family vibe there, and it's, you know, for anybody that's never been to CMB or anybody that's not in Arizona, if you're in Arizona, pop in, say what's up. And if you're not in Arizona, you get the chance to come down for like an expo or you want to visit somewhere, pop in, say what's up, man. It's a genuine family feel over here at CMB. I represent CMB away from it. I'm not an actual employee, but this is family. And it's just a kick it vibe, bro. Like it's just literally like you walk in, Bill's not about sales. Like you said that, you meant it. I back it. Like it's not about sales. It's more about walking in and kicking it and then buying what you need.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I
It's
don't
like
pressure people into sales. I don't want people to have an animal forced on them. I want them to come check out the animal, go home, think about it, come back, talk about it some more if they need to. So a crested gecko doesn't need a whole lot of talk, but a retic does, you know. And I've told more than one customer about retics and they wanted to buy one, and I strayed them away from buying it. I said, let's go home, watch a few of these videos, chew on what I've told you, and why don't you come back and I'll hold on to this for you. But go home, do a little research, think about what I've told you, and if you still want it, let's do it. But this will be the best for you. I'll put a hold on it. And that's usually how I handle things.
Yeah.
That's how I prefer to handle them, unless they're experienced with snakes or their experience, or their experience with reptiles in general. That's kind of a different scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all up into it's up in the air until you start asking questions and interviewing and.
Yeah, C&B is like going over to a friend's house, but you can buy his animals.
For real though, that's great. It's a great analogy.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, my friend said, I can't buy that from you. Yeah, sure.
I mean, technically everything except for the animals in the back are for sale, and even some of those are for sale.
Yeah, for real.
Well, you got Zackies from me. You got your Ackies from me.
Yes, absolutely. I did. I mean, I got my Ackies from you, my Kimberly rock monitors from you. I mean, almost all the snakes we've gotten has been through, most of them have been through your hands or you've led me to them anyway. So, yeah.
We got a question in the chat.
Oh, what? You guys go to Tinley?
I mean, we crossed the bridge. I don't, because I'm not driving to Chicago, and your boy never been on a plane outside of Vegas.
We fucking know Levi doesn't fly.
I've been.
He's afraid of heights. Haven't you seen him?
Wow.
Pomona's better, in my opinion. I don't want to shit on Tinley. I don't want to shit on Tinley, but I thought it was too packed. I couldn't see the animals. There's low ceilings. I prefer Pomona. I
prefer Schaumburg.
That was a good one. I worked that for Reach Out one time.
Schaumburg is the shit. If they do Schaumburg, we got to do Schaumburg. That one's legit.
Oh, they're doing
much more space.
Yeah, I agree. I like Schaumburg too, but the sales are better at Tinley. That's what I've been told. I've never vended either one, but
I think both have like their place from all the intel I gather. I've been to Pomona, but I haven't been to Tinley. But from what I understand, both have their place in the reptile community.
I've never been to Pomona, but I've heard really good things about Pomona.
Oh, dude, we
God,
should
you
have
gotta
fucking
go.
went.
Huh?
We should have fucking went. Damn
I know,
it.
but we wanted to go to Vend or whatever, but
Oh, we should have just gone to a 10, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, fucking my boy Emilio was there. I've yet to meet him. I want to fucking meet him.
I mean, well, there's a few of those like there's a few Cali breeders and stuff. I mean, I don't know if they vend it, but anymore, but there used to be. I mean, like Daniel Solis and stuff used to vend there and shit. But I've never been. I've heard really good things about it. I was really excited to do the Tinley, but when we went to go, what Tinley wasn't happening. It was like one of those first or second year, like where Tinley was booked up, so they did Schaumburg, and we fucking loved it. But I'll be fair, like I knew I wasn't buying anything, so I didn't really look at prices of anything. I just looked at like what they had.
That's also they're not doing Schaumburg.
That sucks. Well, I guess we're not going.
I mean, I'm definitely not. I don't know what airplanes are.
Hey, well, by that time, Levi, you're going to be a lot closer, and we can drive.
That's fair. I mean, I could drive from here if I wanted to.
Oh, but it's a lot less hours from here, so definitely.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, Pennsylvania's not that bad of a drive either.
Oh, really?
I just want to make sure people know that.
Yeah,
in case we go to like Retic Fest or whatever, like it's not that bad of a drive.
Yeah,
I think with the three of us should go to Retic Fest this year.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
I've yet to. I'm like the only one out of the group that hasn't met Gary yet, and that kind of fucking bugs me.
I know. That's why I said, because I haven't visited Garrett either.
Todd, you got facts, bro. Has it already happened this year, or is it happen? It's happening later this year. It might happen.
Yeah, it definitely already happened. I fucking knew about Kluberg Fest, and yeah.
Oh, I knew about it. I knew about it too, bro. I knew about it. I know when it happens.
I'm all in the ups with the Kluberg stuff.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, Kluberg and Kluberg Radio.
We were just talking about Kluberg Fest the other day, right, Levi?
Yeah. See, September. This might be my year, bro. I might have to go.
I knew it. I knew that.
I think
my boy Joe does
Levi.
it. Yeah, my boy Joe vends it. We should all go. Just because it's a different snake species. There's so many fucking vendors and people that we'd intercross with, and
yeah,
we'd have a good time, man. My boy Joe goes out and does it and vends it, and he's one of the fucking coolest Kluber keepers in the world.
I think some of my because you know how I like those Madagascar tree boas. I think a couple of like the breeders are in Cali for those. So I imagine at those shows.
Golden Coast. Golden Coast Exotics.
Yep, that's the one.
Dude, he does the Arizona show, bro.
Well,
that's my fucking dog. Chad, we interviewed him. Pretty sure that's who you're thinking of. Oh. Did we lose Lee?
No.
You motherfucker. Evansville, Indiana. Okay. That's not too far from Clint shop, right?
Who?
Clint and Metexotics.
I don't know.
I was thinking of I was thinking the other
Clint Laidlaw. Yeah.
I've been to his place. Utah. We should go to his place too.
I did. He invited Dana and I up there, and he invited us up a day that he wasn't open. So he unlocked the door, and we got to spend all day with him in there, just him. It was incredible. It was so much fun.
Yeah,
that's cool, man. I love Clint. He's such a good person.
He's witty too. He's witty as hell.
Dude, he's smart as all get up, man. We sat there and picked his brain at the Plant Expo here, man. That was a lot of fun.
I forgot he was there. Yeah.
Dressed up as
Dave Kaufman.
No big deal. I'm pretty sure I was right in that one.
On which one?
It was the gopher snake, bull snake thing.
No. Yes, we were having that conversation, but we were also talking about the corn snake more.
Yeah. Now that was more interesting. I was more interested in that than anything else. Can you explain the corn snake situation? I know we're running over a little bit, but I find this to be fascinating.
So this is one of those hot topics. There's no proof to it. It's all speculation. But somewhere somebody had said that the Tessera may have been a hybrid. That it wasn't a true morph. It was a hybrid of a king snake, horn snake cross that made its way in and we're seen as a morph. I don't know how much I believe it and buy into it, but that's like the controversy behind it. Is it a morph or was it a hybrid originally?
Right.
Something about the checkering on the bottom doesn't make sense for the morphs. The way the pattern lays out on the snake.
Oh, okay. Has anyone ever like crossed those, like what they would have suspect those two species were to see if they produce a same looking or a similar looking animal? Or
I don't know. I
know that's sacrilegious. I know that's sacrilege to, do hybrids, but I mean, if you wanted to fucking find out.
Yeah, see, Todd, I'm telling you, bro, there might be something to it. I don't know. Nobody's ever backtracked it, and I don't think that we'll ever officially have an answer. Let's just be realistic here.
Is that the local?
No, we don't support hybrids.
I mean,
even for the name of science.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say, do it for the name of science.
No. God,
Come on.
We have a hybrids episode fucking scheduled, right? Because I want to do a crash out where nobody's like going to come after me. Well, I'm sure somebody will, but
yeah,
not in the way that shit's happened in the past.
Yeah, we got one lined up. That's one of our topics on our list.
That'll be a fun episode because I'm gonna crash.
I'm a fence rider with that. I'm a fence rider. I'm not gonna lie.
You're gonna have to like PM me on that, Todd, because I'm fucking curious. I've never heard that before, but I believe it.
Because wasn't like one of the first ones in like a rat snake or something?
Scaleless? I think so.
Yeah. Todd, where's Todd at? Todd.
Oh,
I got a question,
God.
Todd.
Would you just not you? Or science? No.
I mean, some people say mixing a mainland and a super dwarf is doing a hybrid to some extent. Texas rat.
There you go. What'd you say about what?
I mean, some people will argue doing a mainland to like super dwarf or like the dwarf crosses is like doing a hybrid to a level.
I mean, I'm speaking on my colubrid knowledge. I'm not speaking on Retic knowledge. Some snob wants to step up and like scientifically answer this. That's fine. I don't give a shit. From the colubrid side of things, I mean, you could consider it a hybrid if it was a separate subspecies, but more on like by sub, like it's of the same family but not related. Like it waters would get really muddy trying to figure that out. It's going like, would you say a Texas gopher to an Arizona gopher is a hybrid? Or if you were to put a bull snake and a gopher together, is that a hybrid? So considering they're both technically gopher snakes.
I don't know. I don't think I'm qualified to answer that particular question.
There is a massive difference between a natural integrated and a hybrid.
Hey, that's not this episode. Save it for later, sir.
Yeah,
Save it for later.
Man, I will crash the fuck out on that one.
Lock it up. You lock it up. You lock it up.
We have hybrid dogs. I'll support hybrid. There's something wrong with you.
You lock it up.
I can't wait for the hybrid episode.
Yeah, you know
I can't either. I'm gonna poke so much shit. I can't wait. But morphs and retics are cool. Localities are cool.
Yep.
Super dwarf crosses an intergrade. Ooh. We're using scientific words now. Maybe I could become a locality snob. Who knows? I can't support hybrids or intergrades unless they're natural. All right, boys. On that note, before we get any deeper on this, it has been real. It has been fun.
Yep.
Hybrids. Fuck. Damn it. We might have to make the next episode that. But anyways, morphs, localities are fucking sick. Depends on what side of the fence you're on. If you're not in the middle of the fence, I'm a Morph guy. These two are locality guys. I don't know. I think I don't think Morphs are cooler. I prefer Morphs over localities.
Understandable. I get it.
And one thing I want to say is I got a little bit ahead of myself in putting these advertisements, these little AI things I do out ahead of us. So we're only going to be advertising what episode is next about a week before. So like tomorrow I'll be advertising next Thursday's episode. None of this out in advance. We want to have flexibility. We may get into a topic here on one of these podcasts and want to expand upon it. I'm just limiting ourselves by stacking that up. So you'll see the ads, but they'll be just for that episode the week before. None of this fucking shit out in the end of February. So sorry about
brother.
that. I got a little ahead of myself.
No, you good. You good. You good.
And then too, I just thought of this. If anyone out there feels like they need to educate me on anything and you feel like you can do it respectfully, message me. Let's have a conversation. I'm open to conversation. Let's keep it respectful though. What's up?
I'm open to that too. 100%. If you got something to teach me, and again, respectfully, we could talk in the DMs. Like I said in the previous episode, I'm not responding. We can have a face-to-face conversation.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right, boys. We out.
All right.
We'll see y'all next Thursday.
Love you guys.
Good
Love
night.
y'all. Have a good one.
Love you too, brother.